Good morning. This is Belinda from Willow, Birch, and Clover, and I have a book share with you this morning. I made this journal because I wanted it to look like an older book cover that I have. On one of my many journeys on finding books to use their pages inside of my journals, I came across this old dictionary for boys and girls, and it's just to pieces. But I use the pages in my journals, and I love the old handwriting. I collect things like this. I usually don't get them this junky, but for this one I did. And the copyright date on this book is 1935. And I thought to myself, if I could make a cover look old like this one, then I'm really onto something. And I think I did with this book. It's kind of a large journal. It has a chipboard cover, but I covered it in fabric. This is a wax technique on the front. I'm thinking about doing a class on doing this because, like I said, it does look like such an old book. On the spine, I used a slightly different color. I lightened up the gray. This is actually a charcoal gray. I know that it's kind of picking up darker on camera there, but it is a charcoal gray. And I did some stitching down the spine. I hope you can see that down the spine there. And on the back, this is the back cover. So it does look incredibly old. The tie on this book is just a piece of muslin that I ripped and did some stamping on, and it ties for you just like that. When you open this book up, on the inside of this book, there's old papers, there's a pocket trimmed in, some crochet lace there, and I have the bookmark that I made in my tutorial. If you'd like to see this tutorial, it's on my channel. It's one video back. Please take a look, but it is an encaustic bookmark, and it comes with this book. And then I put several photograph cards in here that are, as you know, journaling spots for you to write on. And they just tuck away just like that. There are metal tabs on several of these pages, both the rectangle and the round, as well as lace on the edge of the pages there. And as you flip through, you'll see that I did the script stamping and gesso on some of the pages to make it look extremely old. Here's a pocket, and I forgot to tell you that the name of this journal is Bits and Pieces. And the reason for that is because there are tons of bits and pieces of ephemera in here from different time periods that I think would really be in an old journal. This piece of ephemera looks like a war ration book, and when you open it up, there are the coupons in here. These were ration coupons for sugar. So I just made the little book, like I said, and it tucks away in the pocket. Lace trim sewn on the pages, and on the bottom of some of the pages, you'll see the buttons hanging from the little Tim Holtz bulbous pins there. The metal tag, and I did some washi tape throughout the book on the spine. I find that this reinforces a spine. If you're going to be using it a lot, I think that this helps. I go about every 3 to 5 pages, and put a little something on the spine, either fabric or washi tape, and it reinforces. Here's a little pocket with a couple of photograph tag of pieces of ephemera in there. And this is just an envelope that I trimmed and sewed around the edges here. And there's some scrapbooking paper and washi tape. This is an old ball game ticket with a little bird card for writing there. Another beautiful piece of ephemera in that photograph. Crocheted lace on this page. This is a side tuck pocket that is covered in an old book page with some lace and buttons, and in here there's a postcard tag, and this is a paper just piece of ephemera for writing or keeping notes. More gesso and coffee staining. The metal tag there. And there's another pretty piece of ephemera, and these are all kept on with rusted paper clips, washi in the spine, lace here on the edge of this page, and another metal tag there. More ephemera in this book page pocket here. I'm sorry I'm having to move it around so much. I'm trying to keep it in frame. There's a card, a vintage card there. This is a postcard. This is a little piece of ephemera. All of these can be written on. And another photograph. This is a little book page tuck spot with lace and bling, and these two pieces of ephemera. They're like little receipts. They just slide beneath the pocket there to hold them, and it holds them quite well. They don't slide out. With another metal little tab there. Script stamping, another pocket with a photograph and some ephemera. I love using the old photographs in the books because I think it makes them look very personal. There's the beginning of the next signature. There are 3 signatures in this book. And there's 2 more cards for you there. And they go in this pocket. And this pocket has some little ephemera pinned on. It's a cloth pocket sewn on. And there's a photograph and a little piece of ephemera pinned. Another lovely photograph. And you can see the washi tape throughout. I've passed several pages with it, but I'm sure you noticed it. And there's crocheted lace with another pin at the bottom here. Script stamping. All right, this is a pocket I made out of scrapbooking paper with lace and bling there. And this is a little pocket booklet, and it's for Pennsylvania Lines. It's a passenger service. So inside I put several like bus tickets, train tickets, that sort of thing. And there's also a little booklet with some little bus tickets on each page there for you to write on. And you can certainly put more in here. That's just what I added for you there. And script stamping, and gesso, and the metal tag on the page. Another pocket with ephemera, postcard, and a photograph of a little girl tucked in there. There's a wedding photograph there. I loved that one. I thought that was so sweet. Script stamping, lace sewn on the page, a pocket with more ephemera for you to write on. Another photograph on a page with script stamping and gesso. And there's another wedding photograph and a piece of ephemera there. Pocket with lace sewn on. And there's lace. Here's another fabric pocket. This fabric pocket has some pictures pinned on also, with a couple of pieces of ephemera for you there. A lot of this ephemera is EVG, and the rest is off of Pinterest, I believe. And this paper is Dreams, etc. for the beginning of the signatures. And this is another lovely photograph there. I thought she was very pretty. And we have another one of those pockets made out of an envelope that I trimmed down and sewed around it, and put you a couple of pieces of ephemera in there. Oh, this corner's bent. Fix that. But that looks like a little postcard there. Let me get that back in there without bending it. And a photograph there of some men, horse and a wagon. Put that in there. And behind here is more photographs and ephemera that you can write on the back. Like I said, this one is full of ephemera. A metal tag. Lace on the pages. More script stamping and gesso. And here's another pocket with lace, and this one has fabric there under the, not lace, fabric under the bling. And this is another war ration book, and when you open it up, on both sides I've tucked these stamps like that you can write on the back, made cards out of them. I loved these old war ration books. Put that in there. And there's a photograph there. Lace on the edge of the page. A pocket with another postcard and a photograph for journaling. And you can certainly tuck more in any of these pockets. Script stamping and gesso. Another pocket with a postcard and a photograph of a mother and child. I loved that one. Lace trim. There's a photograph of a mother with her children on this page. Pocket with fabric and bling. And there's the photographs that are in this one to use as your journaling spots. Tuck that in there. Lace. Script stamping and a metal tab on the bottom of this page. And another photograph of a little girl pinned on. And script stamping and gesso. And in the back pocket, I have a doily that is heavily coffee stained that you can write on the inside or use it to trim your pages. But there's also some photographs that are lovely for you to use as journaling spots. And like I said, the name of this one is Bits and Pieces. So I'm going to have this on my Facebook page. If any of you are interested, you can follow the link below to take a look at it. It's actually quite large. It measures, let's see here, 8 3/4 by almost 6. And the spine is 2 inches, and there are over 100 pages with lots of ephemera for journaling on, so that gives you even more room to write. But thank you for taking time to look. This is the book that I posted a cover photo on my Facebook the other day. It is slightly raised, and I hand painted the design, and it is covered in wax, and I think it's just delicious. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do, and thanks again. Bye-bye.